300k an hour consistently. Making money for expeditions and your favorite loadouts can feel overwhelming, especially if you don't have a lot of time to play or are just too tired after daily responsibilities. Burning through coin is easy, but so is making it. In the next 8 to 9 minutes, I'll show you my guaranteed money making method that works for everyone. All you need to do is follow 3 simple rules. I ran my method 100 times to prove that the concept works, and it does. And you can find those results in the video description. But how does it work and why? Let's check it out. Rule 1 is simple: no unpaid work. Every minute spent topside should bring you more value. So minimizing the time spent running around and prioritizing high container density areas is the best approach. If you're like me and you got limited time to play, maybe 30 minutes, maybe an hour or 2, then you can't really afford a raid that turns into a long story and ends you back in the lobby with nothing. To be effective with our time, we must avoid any kind of fighting with other players and only engage with Arc if necessary. Aggressive behavior against other players puts you in the same pool with like-minded raiders, and this money-making concept does not work if you engage with everything you see. We keep our runs short and our decisions simple. Soft trigger to leave is 10 minutes after loading into the raid, and a couple minutes over that is not too bad if there are empty inventory spots to fill or you're in a large map. Your first 10 minutes is where you get the most amount of value per time spent, and every subsequent minute in the raid scales the risk-reward needle towards risk tremendously. So if your goal is to make money, then extraction is the paycheck. Rule number 2 is take blue and leave. The best bang for buck money making methods are generally more riskier because they require PvP, good game knowledge, costly preparation, or reliable teammates. My method requires none of that and can be done solo 24/7 without the need to rely on event timing. Our goal is straightforward: fill the inventory with blue or better items and leave as soon as you can. The reason is simple: they are valuable enough so you don't have to do any math on the items or juggle them around to decide what to take or leave. Now don't get it twisted, we're not doing resource runs. Our goal is to sell almost everything we manage to get from the raid. That's the only way this works well. You won't be selling the cheap loadout you went in with, the key cards you have found, and obviously the blueprints you want to learn. Also, do not recycle anything in or out of the raid. The outcome of that is always losing money. If you like what you have seen so far, then hit the like button and subscribe to the channel to never miss out on the upcoming videos. That one click is a huge support signal for me and it keeps me going. Rule number 3. Optimal augment and minimal loadout. Heading topside with a free loadout to make money sounds perfect. And it is, for a start. For your following runs, you want to upgrade as soon as possible because the additional safe pockets and the inventory slots will quickly generate you more value than the potential loss of your loadout. You will not lose any of your existing stash value if you go in with a free loadout. You can only gain. Once you have extracted with that, then sell the loot, keep your weapon and the ammo with your basic heal and shield rechargers, and exchange that free loadout augment for a looting MK1 by trading lands. This free upgrade alone gives you 15 kilograms of extra carrying capacity, 4 extra slots, and 1 safe pocket. If you know that your lobbies are mostly peaceful already, then you can opt in for a looting MK2 as well. Here you have 2 options. You can either craft it yourself for 2 electrical components and 3 magnets, or alternatively you can use your blue credits and buy it from Trader Shawnee. You can get 2 per day for 100 credits each. When comparing the blue augment with the green one, you will be able to carry an additional 10 kilograms with 4 extra slots, 3 trinket slots, and 1 extra safe pocket. Remember to utilize your safe pockets, those are instantly banked money. If you want to be more efficient with your time, then craft 5 adrenaline shots to reduce your time spent on topside. They are really nice to have, and with them you can slightly increase your hourly profits. If you want to support me directly, then you can become a member of this channel and get exclusive benefits starting from just $1, or a coffee would be also very appreciated. Your contributions help me create more complex content, and I would be very thankful. Thank you again for the continuous support, and links for both of these are in the video description. When following this method, it doesn't really matter if you load into a fresh game or an ongoing one with 17 minutes left on the timer. Although it might seem like all containers in the high value areas are already opened and you want to reset to get a fresh game, then you'll actually lose more coins per hour by doing that. You'll be surprised how much value raiders leave behind. So how to squeeze the maximum out of those late spawns? Again, we're gonna keep it simple and stick to the consistency. Just head over to the closest red or yellow zone and grab as much blue or better loot as you can for around 10 minutes and then just head out. Stella Montis. Regardless of where you spawn, a good zone to loot is always nearby. Surprisingly, my best results are in a yellow area, assembly. You can find tons of technological high sell value loot in very close proximity. If assembly is empty, head straight to medical research. It's a red high value loot zone. Or run towards the yellow loading bay with lots of containers for industrial loot. I always skip yellow lobby because it does not have the container density of other areas and cultural archives, although a red area has been overall very underwhelming for me. On Buried City, you want to spawn in the northern part of the map because the southern areas have less loot container density. The red town hall area in the middle is locked behind a keycard, and depending on the spawn, you should head to either space travel, a red zone with commercial and technological loot, which is located right next to research, a yellow zone with technological and medical loot. If you spawn towards west, make your way to the hospital, a red zone with medical loot, and right next door there is a library, a yellow zone with old world and commercial loot. Battlegrounds. If you spawn into the southern side of the map, then you should definitely prioritize research and administration. A red, usually highly contested zone with commercial and technological loot. The high value and quantity of loot containers in close proximity make this the most profitable zone on the map. If you spawn closer to Dome, head there straight away, as it's also packed with a decent amount of containers that provide high slot value, industrial and security loot. The power generation complex is also a great option if you spawn close to it. There you can find electrical and industrial items. Spaceport has 3 viable red areas for this approach: Departure, Arrivals, and A6 tower control buildings. Departure building is the most densely packed high value looting area, which makes it one of the most popular targets for fellow raiders, so be mindful. The Arrivals building, on the other hand, is usually less contested and also offers high value loot. The A6 control tower building and the office also offer great looting opportunities, and if you happen to have a keycard for the control tower, then you can expect some additional high tier loot with a scenic view as a bonus. Blue Gate. Not the best option for what we are trying to achieve, because the large distances between POIs and extracts mean that you have to spend a lot of valuable looting time on running. If you're lucky with the spawn, Checkpoint is an excellent place for great mechanical loot, and if you go further through the gate, there are 2 more red zones with good container density and high value items. If spawning close to the yellow village area, you'll also be able to fill your bags relatively quickly with commercial and residential loot. There you go, this is how I make money without practically spending anything. So once again, 3 rules were to stop doing unpaid work, take blue and leave, and optimal augment and minimal loadout. You're free to progress this concept further in any way you see fit, but as a baseline, this is how you get 300k an hour consistently. I've attached the Excel spreadsheet in the video description if you want to see how I did in various maps. It includes spawn times, profit, and time spent in raids, and also the augments that were used. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.